Hey there, welcome back to the vlog. So, it may not have escaped you this week that Tesla unveiled a new truck called the Cybertruck. Now, I'm not going to get into the ins and outs of whether it's a good design or a bad design. Everybody else has pretty much covered that. That's just a subjective opinion, so everybody has one. I'm sure you don't want to hear mine. Now, having said that, something did stand out which caught my eye, and that was the total lack of Bezier curves. And if you remember, I've mentioned this in the past, but in computer-aided design, there was a very complicated problem that had to be solved when it came to the manufacturing side of cars, so the CAD side and the CAM side, so computer-aided design, computer-aided manufacturing. And during the late 70s, as workers' costs were getting so high and they were trying to introduce automation and the prefabrication through automated processes of the car parts, what you ended up with was, because they couldn't quite solve this Bezier curve problem, there was a lot of straight lines everywhere. This is how come we went from curvy cars from about the 1920s all the way up to about 1975, and then quickly everything goes straight for about 15 years and slowly works its way back to being curvy again. And it was literally because of this one problem with Bezier curves. Now, if you don't know what a Bezier curve is, there's another video by somebody else up here. It takes about 3 minutes. Go watch that. Now, having said that, it's just funny that, having spent all this time trying to solve the Bezier curve problem, Tesla just basically went and threw the entire ethos out the window, and they pushed the pendulum so far in the opposite direction. Like, it's definitely a bold statement. If this was a building design, you would call it brutalist, because it's very, very much a big hunking form that is more to do with getting the job done than it is about looking pretty. But it's also making a statement at the same time, which is that everybody else does look the same, roughly. And I think Elon Musk did point this out in the unveiling. But, they have pushed the pendulum so far in the opposite direction, it's definitely going to turn some heads. The other thing that stands out is there's a reason why on a plane you don't normally get straight edges. Okay, there are a couple of planes that come to mind that have straight edges, but that's more for radar than for performance. And so it does make me wonder, is there going to be an extra low pressure area that's potentially going to cause drag just over that apex on the top of the car and maybe also at the back? But the last thing that did come to mind was it reminds me very much of the Warthog Puma from the Red versus Blue sketch.
May I introduce our new light reconnaissance vehicle. It has 4-inch armor plating, mag buffer suspension, a mounted machine gunner position, and total seating for 3. Gentlemen, this is the M12 LRV. I like to call it the Warthog.
So yeah, there's that as well. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. If you like these, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Speak to you soon. Bye.